start with you, Asghar Bukhari. I mean, the report suggests that people in the authorities there were afraid to say that the perpetrators were Asian, and indeed to go after them, because they felt it might undermine community cohesion or something. Do you think that was the right approach that they took?
I'm sceptical about this, and there's two things. If it's true, what incompetence. I mean, to not to go after perpetrators because they're brown and they may be called racist. But I'm not sure it is true. After all, thousands of Asians, Pakistanis, litter the prisons of Britain. Yeah, I think we're the Muslim community's highest percentage, according to our population, in prison right now. So I don't think there's that much fear of locking Muslims up. And in this particular case, I think it's almost a cover for their own incompetence. So what they're saying is, we screwed up, but the real reason is we didn't offend you know, the Asian community or the Muslim community, whatever they're claiming. So I'm not sure it's true at all.
I think there was some kind of caution on behalf of the authorities to go after this because they were worried about interracial harmony or integration or whatever.
I'm not sure myself. If it is true, I think it's deplorable. I think they didn't act on my behalf as somebody who belongs to the Pakistani community, British Pakistani, proud British Pakistani. They didn't act on my behalf. I would sooner have got these guys locked up straight away and brought to book. They didn't act on my behalf. I don't think any member of our community asked that to be done.
And Asghar, I mean, how do you think local authorities should deal with these cases?
I think look, it's very simple. They've got their rules and they've got their regulations. The police deal with gangs all the time, whether it's, you know, trafficking human beings to drug gangs or, you know, gangs involved in all sorts of crime. This is just another gang involved in another heinous crime that's cost the lives of, you know, destroyed the lives of so many people. They know how to tackle it, and that's exactly how they should tackle it. They're breaking gangs every day, all day.
Well, then why are they so incompetent in this case, then?
That's the question that needs to be asked. But what they can't do is say we're incompetent, and the reason we're incompetent is because we were afraid of the Pakistanis. Sorry, you can't just blame a community. We can't blame the Pakistani community because we would be offended that you're locking up, you know, paedophiles. What a disgraceful way to even, you know, something to say, as if Muslims are going to be offended or Pakistanis are going to be offended that you're locking some Pakistani paedophile up. We'd be the first ones cheering them on. So no, it's a way of scapegoating our community, and it's a way of you know, getting themselves off the hook. They are the ones that have let these girls down. They should pay the price, not us. Sadly, you know, it seems many of the reports, it's the Pakistani community that will end up paying the price for this. I've never had a white guy come up to me and say, I know 95% of all crimes against young children are by white males. You know, I'm not like them. You know, I'm all right, because I never think they all are like them. So the fact that we feel that we have to come and say this shows there's a problem with the dynamic,
so you think
with the society.
Bashir is too much on the defensive.
Absolutely, we shouldn't be on the defensive. In fact, we should be on the offensive. We should be saying to anyone who says that, how dare you? Why are you labelling a whole community for the crimes of one person? The politicians, right, have a paedophile investigation going right now. What are they, a white gang? You know, when white people become politicians, do they become paedophiles? When they become famous, do they become paedophiles, like Jimmy Savile? No one says this because it would be ludicrous. In fact, it would be highly racist to say that. But as soon as it's the Pakistanis or the Muslims, then it's the normal currency. And instead of reacting like a white guy would do, if I was a white guy, or I said it to a white guy and said, you know, what's up with you guys? Every time you become politicians, you become paedophiles. He'd go, what type of craziness are you talking about? The Pakistanis don't say that because they're so slave-like. What they do is they go, yeah, honestly, I'm not like that. I'm okay, and we should all go on a march and prove that we're okay. I don't need to prove I'm okay. He needs to prove why he's such a, you know, stupid person.